A lot of cyclists will talk about how it's hard to get motivated to ride in the later fall and winter. It's cold, it's dark, it's rainy, wet, whatever. So one of the things I do for motivation is I come up here and do this sort of stuff, because I have to put on all of this long tights. I'll have my cycling jacket, like warmer gloves. I've got all the gear, and then I just throw in like a pair of gaiters, and I can come up here and do all of this off-trail hiking. There's a couple of reasons that I do that this time of year. All the poison oak basically dies back. It's not quite gone yet. There's still some hanging around. That's why I do this trail particular first, is I know there's no poison oak on it. During the winter, you can access all of this area up here, where in the summer it's really not accessible because there's so much poison oak, and you've got the ticks and all sorts of creepy crawlies all over the place. But during the winter, when it's cold and all the ticks go dormant, the poison oak dies back. So there's the accessibility factor up here in the winter. And then, like I say, it gets me out here. It's maybe an hour and a half to ride up here, an hour to ride home, and then whatever time I spend up here, I can do hike, explore an area that I haven't been to, or like this, just come out and do a very familiar trail that I've done dozens of times before. But this is something different, so this gets me up here. The other reason is there's no really easy way to get here by a vehicle, because the closest legal parking is about 2.5 miles down the road. There's 2 or 3 spots down there alongside of a kind of a pull-out. But if you were to park there and hike up here, you've got a 5-mile road walk to get here and get back, which is kind of boring. Or the other official parking lot is up at the top of the canyon. You can park at the Montebello open space parking lot, but that's a 5-mile hike and then a 5-mile hike back. So you're 10 miles into it by the time you get here. On a bike, I can just ride to the beginning of this trail and hike from here. Probably from now until mid to late May, I'll be either exploring over here, or I'm going to be going back up on this canyon here. But yeah, anyway, this gives me, November through May to come up here and explore this area, because it's now accessible, and gives me an excuse to get out on the bike. And the other reason is I like riding up here, but in the winter the trails start getting pretty wet and they start getting muddy, and then the creeks down here start getting deeper and deeper, and it's harder to cross the creeks without getting soaked. I don't like riding with wet feet when it's cold. At least for me, it's a really good motivation to get out here. It's nice up here this time of year. It's just the days are kind of short, so you have to do shorter hikes like this. This is what I do in the winter. This is the only time you can get out here and explore out here without risking poison oak or ticks or Lyme disease or any of that stuff. That's the other thing I need to do, is give these guys a good shot of permethrin. I think I did last spring. It's now been about 6 months since I sprayed these down. So yeah, that's the other thing I got to do, is get my tick spray out. So anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and get out and ride your bike in the winter. Figure out something that you can do during the darker, colder months, and keep yourself going all winter. That's what I do anyway. For me, it's basically hike a bike. I ride up here, stash my bike, and then do a hike, and then ride my bike home. So yeah, it'll be 30 miles, 50-kilometer ride. Nothing too huge, about 1,000 feet, 300-meter climb to get here. Anyway, hope you get out there this winter, find something to get your motivation going. So as always, thanks for watching.